Welcome back, traders, to today's video of swing trading technical analysis for Euro USD. We're going to pick up from where we left off, and apologies for not making a video yesterday. I just never had the opportunity to put something together for you guys, so I figured I'll do it today. Markets is closed, which is the perfect time to do this, because essentially what we're going to be looking for is our plans for Monday coming, bearing in mind that today is Saturday. So with that said, we're just going to get straight into the analysis, right? So when I did the last recording, which was last week Friday, right, we were able to identify this area right here as a range, right? Turns out to be correct. This area right here to be a range, right? So we put all our little levels in place as to what to do, what not to do, etc. Okay, and we let things play out. Obviously, NFP came in on Friday and we had a push all the way back up to the top of the range. We didn't get a close above it, but we did get a close right at the top of the range. So it's kind of made our work a little bit easier as to what to expect for next week, Monday, right? It's made our job a little bit easier. So on the Friday, so where was we? Monday. Okay, so on the Friday is where we identified this area here was price was leaving. So the Friday would have been this candle right here, right? Then on the Monday, price went into this zone and began to move away. So that would have been the perfect location to actually put in your sales to ride price all the way down. Now price did come down, but it didn't come all the way down into this zone area right here. It came a little bit close, right? And then it began its retracement all the way back up to the upside. So depending on how you actually engineered that trade itself, okay, you might have been caught out. You might have been caught out, or you would have been, or you made some profit, right? You made some profit, you did it properly. But this is why the range is so dangerous, right? When market actually begins to range, or when it goes into a ranging cycle, right? Because sometimes what it is that you're after, you don't get. And I'm pretty sure institutions were able to see that after these two cycles over here, or should I say after these three cycles, after this cycle over here, okay, and this one, they knew that, okay, we can't bring this back down here again because there's a whole bunch of TPs sitting right here. And there would have been a whole bunch of TPs sitting right there, especially for the guys that saw it on the upside to ride it all the way down, right? So with that said, we've covered the move as to what happened, what we could have done, right? And if you was unable to do anything, don't worry about that, okay? Because market is always going to be there. So with that, we can plan again for the next opportunity. And once again, we kind of have an opportunity that we can work with, which is price is still in the range, which means Monday our jobs might be a little bit easier in terms of how we're going to plan our whole situation as to what to do and how to do it. So I'm going to expand this range a bit now. We're just going to expand it over, right? We're going to expand it. Okay, I'm going to raise this up a little bit more just so that we cover this bottom side of the range. Because I think what it would do is it will help us determine where we should kind of cover should price begin to move downwards. Or if you're anything like me, okay, you will be waiting out this situation. You're not going to be tapped in. You're going to be waiting it out, just because you'll be thinking to yourself, you know what, I'd rather catch a trend than be stuck in a range, right? I don't know if someone said that before, but maybe that's a new line I've just dropped, right? So with that said, this is what we're looking for. So as it stands right now, in this current situation that we have, right? As a matter of fact, I'll put this range back there again, but I need to do something else in here. Right? Is we're going to rejig this thing over here to make it like this, because although it is going sideways, this is the actual shape of it, right? Let me just change the color over. Let's make that white. So with that said, with that all updated and amended, right? We're going to get rid of this box that we've put in, right? Because we don't need that there anymore. This channel that price is in is still maintaining itself within it, right? Even the touch to this trend line over here. Okay, we can see that it's tapped it, it's sitting there, it's parabolic, but we don't know if it's going to come back down again. But what we are going to do once again is we're going to plan accordingly. So the first thing I'm going to do is bring back the rectangle, and we're going to lay in where we think everything is going to go, right? And also I'm going to then explain what I think will be taking place in that area, so we know what to do and we always have our best foot forward, right? So as it stands, because of how this structure is now moving, right, because of how this structure is now behaving, okay, I personally believe that there is a possibility that price will be breaking downwards, okay? So with that, there's a couple of things that we can do to make sure that we have our best foot forward. First things first, we have identified this trend in this area right here. We've identified it as a descending channel, right? Okay, and roughly right now as it stands, we have 4 touches, 1, 2, 3, and a giant 4, right? So I'm of the mindset that price is going to be breaking down. So now we need to think about where is the best places to think about putting in our cells. So the first location that I would want to consider putting in my cell on Monday, should price begin to move away from this location, would be this place right here. Okay, and for that I will go to the 1 hour to confirm a close below that level before I lock in my sell, and that number is 1.16968. okay, that is this location right here. The next location where I could think about taking sells will be from this location over here. Okay, that is if it breaks underneath that, and that will be 1.15676. okay, so price breaks from this level, I write it down, it closes up, it closes below this this level that I've put here, which is not an FEG level or a low volume node level, it's just a level. It's in a low volume node, by the way, but we haven't highlighted that area. It's just the level for this particular range, right? I would use a trailing stop to protect my first trade in this location. As a matter of fact, I think we'll do it like this because how I'm doing it might be slightly confusing, right? So Monday we get a close below that location. I will drop in my conditions like this, right? So sell up here, stop loss covering the tops, and ideally I would aim to target the middle of this trend right here. Okay, right? Now, say for whatever reason I'm feeling a little bit ambitious, okay? I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna drag my TP all the way down to say this level down here. Okay, cool, perfect. So then somewhere in the week of next week, somewhere in that week or maybe after, who knows, right? It closes below this level that I've mentioned, the 1.15676, right? I wouldn't come in again with another sell in this location, and I will cover up here. And where this where the stop is for the second trade that I would have put in, that will be my trailing stop for the first trade, right? And then I will drag this all the way down to that same level, like so. Right, so one trade is protected, one trade is exposed, and then we'll see what happens as price begins to move. Now if it continues in this direction to the downside, happy days, we've just won 2 trades back to back with simple logical analysis, and it's all panned out. Now on the flip side, if price begins to push up, I'll be looking for entries up here, which is in the region of 1.18480. okay? But however, for the sake of this video, I'm more leaning towards a bias of a sell-off than a buy. So should that happen, we'll talk about that next week. But for the sake of this video and for the sake of where we are right now, I'm going to keep it to it being a sell-off, and this is how I'll position myself in the entire process. So with that said, if you're new to this channel and you like the content that I'm sharing with you, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification. If you found the information useful, right, and you're already subscribed, you already visit my channel, which I definitely appreciate you for, just drop us a like, right? Just drop us a like, and that will be well appreciated. So with that said and done, I will see you all on the next one.